All right, guys, I'm back to do a writing lesson for poetry, and I want to talk about how you create that picture in the reader's mind. Authors do it with stories, but with poems, you have a lot less words to create that picture in the reader's mind. So poets spend a lot of time picking the exact right words that they want to use um, in their poem. They don't just write a poem one time and it's done. They change it many, many, many times and change the words many, many, many times to pick those exact words that's going to create that picture in the reader's mind and is going to say exactly what they want to say and give the reader the exact feeling that they want to give. And there's many ways to do that. We're going to talk about those in a minute, and some are the same as authors use in stories. So I did want to show you a couple of stories that we read, like this story Old Bear by Kevin Henkes. Um, on one of the pages, he says he dreamed that spring had come and he was a cub again. The flowers were as big as trees, and he took a nap in a giant pink crocus. So, first, describing words, giant and pink. Those are describing words, so that helps create a picture in the reader's mind of the giant pink flower, the crocus. And he said the flowers were as big as trees. That's a comparison called a simile, when you compare one thing to another using the words like or as. Okay, so here there's these words. I like to show you the words. Here's the word simile. And then a describing word like giant and pink is called an adjective. Those are describing words, okay? Um, Another page, it says, then he dreamed that it was summer. The sun was a daisy, and the leaves were butterflies. Now, there's another comparison. He's saying the sun is a daisy or was a daisy. The leaves are butterflies. That's a comparison, but it doesn't use the word like or as, so it's called a metaphor. Okay, so simile and metaphor are two comparisons. Describing words are called adjectives. In this book that we read, My Garden by Kevin Henkes, on one of the pages, it had two comparisons, and it said, at night the morning glories would stay open, shining like stars, and the strawberries would glow like lanterns. So the first comparison was comparing the morning glories, that they would shine like stars. A morning glory is a flower. So they would shine like stars. And the strawberries would glow like a lantern. A lantern is a light. So it's comparing how the strawberries look to how lanterns look. So those are similes. The book that we just finished, the Junie B book by Barbara Park, I'm just going to share a few. She had a lot of similes in here. She said time is as slow as a turtle. So she was comparing how time moves, how slow time moves to how slow a turtle moves. She said, my legs, I stretched out my legs were as tall as a giant. So she's comparing how tall her legs are to how tall a giant is, which is very, very tall. That's a simile. She said that the plane was like a magic carpet. There's that word like is a simile. It's comparing how the plane is moving to how a magic carpet moves. She said that the ladies, the grouchy ladies sprang up as fast as springs because springs go very fast. So those are all similes that she used. Now in this book, Corduroy, that we read, it says he wandered around admiring the furniture. Wandered and admiring are action words. Okay? Action words are called verbs. Action words are called verbs. And instead of saying he just went around and looked at the furniture, he wandered and admired. Those are strong action words. It's creating a better picture in the reader's mind. This must be a bed, he said. I've always wanted to sleep in a bed. And up he crawled. Crawled is a strong action word. Not he went, he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. Large and thick are describing words, adjectives. All at once he saw something small and round. Those are adjectives, small and round. Why, here's my button, he cried, and he tried to pick it up. Pick, there's an action word. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. And then I just want to read one more page. And the next page says, he yanked. Yanked is a strong action word. And pulled with both paws until pop. And there's a sound word. Pop. Sound words are called onomatopoeia. When you use a sound word, here's onomatopoeia. Okay? The way something sounds, you write that as a word. Off came the button and off the mattress corduroy toppled. Toppled is a strong action word. Bang. Bang is another sound word. And bang into a tall floor lamp. Tall is an action word. And over it fell with a crash. Crash is a sound word. Okay? So I just wanted to give you a few examples of how authors do it. And here's the other picture. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you in poems how it's done. Okay? I'll see you next time.